What is up, people? I'm out here getting some vitamin D as well as getting my walk on so I can get them steps in. 10,000 steps. That's what I'm committed to. So yesterday I didn't get them in. I think I got close to 6,000. I guess I could have walked around the house if I was really had made my mind up until I got those last ones. Well, actually it had stopped raining. But I had a different project, so I guess I could have stood up and did it and moved. But yeah, so I posted something about well-being in a group that I belong to, and just want to share. I kind of had an understanding of what well-being meant, but have you really looked up the definition of well-being? And then not only look up the definition of the word well-being. I know hopefully this is coming through. I have to listen to make sure that it's picking me up. But not only look at the definition of well-being, but also look at the words that are related to the word well-being. So I'm going to charge you with that. And I'm just going to put it out there. I believe that, yes, if you make that step of faith, because see, steps of faith are required. You have to take the step of faith first before you see the things of God unfold that God has been waiting for you. Let me put it that way. You have to take the step of faith first. Then you will see the manifestation of the things that God already had planned set aside out of your act of obedience. When you think about when he fed the 5,000, that's the men. That's not counting the wives and children. So he blessed it, and then what did the disciples do? They started giving it out. And when they started giving it out, what happened? It multiplied. It didn't end until everybody was fed, and then when it ended, they had 12 baskets of leftovers. 12 baskets. So even if they sent those baskets home with the little boy that gave his little lunch box, that was more than if I take one step, God will take two. So some of y'all need to, first of all, stop limiting God to 2 steps, because he ain't 2-stepping. And the other thing is, stop looking for it. Stop looking for all those things that he has, when he's giving you a vision, until you take the step of faith. The step of faith. The step of faith. I believe God. The step of faith. I'm walking in the direction he told me to go in. And so therefore I know the right resources and the right people will show up on time. But before that can be initiated, we have to take a step of faith. We want them things to show up before we take the step of faith. But that's not faith. If you see it, you don't require faith for it, because it's there. It requires faith when you're doing something totally different, or you're stretching out in an area that he has led you to go into, and you've never been before, and you took the step of faith, and you move forward. Provision will show up, and that is in resources and people. And I'm going to do it again, because I got a long way to walk. You take that step of faith. So that's what I want to leave that to you. Those 2 things that are important. Look up the word well-being, its definition, and then all the words that are related to the word well-being. And I read that Ephesians 1 in the Amplified Bible. And so it's in the 2nd verse. In the Amplified Bible, I like that because it amplifies. So, and it had the word well-being. And that was my word to search out yesterday. So, whoo! Anyway, stop living beneath your privileges. You haven't even seen your best life yet, or the best version yet. Good is good, But great, God's great is even better. Blessings.